citizen army training, you really need to be innovative. You really need to have creative mind to solve a particular problem.
So creativity in that term,
My
terms
point
of,
is that the creativity perhaps has been established already prior to being a police because he had the training.
because again, it's going back to whether creativity is nurtured or is this
Nurtured, perhaps.
nature?
Nurtured, I guess. What about you? Nurtured? Do you
always
have this creativity when you are?
I think it's innate.
Innate?
Exactly. That's
Because-
my case because
Really?
I always consider myself not creative.
Because no matter what things I think about, I just cannot think of something really creative like others.
I think it's nurtured also.
Yeah, I believe
It is, and I
yeah.
know, but that's why I mean I don't get this far if I did not get that kind of
Nurturing.
Yeah, yeah, but it's very much in it. But to some extent, you can kind of go beyond that by following trainings and so.
It's hard. It's harder for those who are not born with it.
Yes, yes, because it's born dreamer, so born in creative or something.
Born innovative.
Interesting.
So should we? Can we like limit or?
Narrow our ideas down.
Is it necessary? I mean, just to throw a question,
Yes.
just looking at the two words. Is it necessary for leadership to be present in an innovative organization?
Leadership to be present.
Yeah.
Just
in an
to-
innovative company, or in an organization where everyone's expected to be creative to some point, and they're rewarded for it, for example, and all these motivation is there. Is it important to have
Yeah, I
leadership
think
then?
maybe
Yeah,
just to
because
give
everyone is,
direction.
like, very
Yeah.
much self.
But not always present. But present, but not always.
And
Felt
is it
but
necessary
not.
to have one person, for example, one CEO, to
Flat organization. Yeah.
to be present all the time, to keep on guiding this bunch of creative individuals? Or will it make sense for different people to take turns as CEO, for example, and lead in certain projects or things like that?
The same people,
Yeah.
it would be hard perhaps.
Well, that's
For the people.
That means that everybody would need to step up to groom themselves as a leader, and then there will be that peer pressure among people. There will be an internal competition, also in a good way, to rise to the occasion when it's their turn.
Is such organization in existence right now?
No, well,
you know?
I don't know,
I don't-
but I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I mean that's a
aloud,
good. That's a
because,
good.
That's an idea when I'm thinking about the knowledge environment, if we're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the questions that might come up. Does a leader need to be existent in such a creative environment?
Because everybody is so yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, because if there is no leader, there will nobody to give you direction, give you there is nobody to tell you what to do. Like not in that sense, but there should be somebody to lead you, to influence you. There should be somebody. I don't think so. It may not be leader, but there is some person who is in charge of that organization, who is to be like the person should be contact to that person if they are having any problem. There should be some person.
Right.
Yeah.
But with your query about having different CEOs and encourage competition, did I understand it right? May I throw this question again? If you are working in a very competitive environment, I mean, the contest here is that what this article is trying to contest is that you can be creative with an environment that is free and that's friendly, something like that. But if you are in an environment that's very competitive and you have this stress that you really need to do something good, would that make you creative? What do you think? I mean, you are stressed emotionally and you'd like to really to compete with others here, but how, on the contrary, if you are just free and you have the freedom and you can just really think and motivated to do innovative things, you know, what's the most or more appropriate environment, with competitive or just free and relaxed?
Um, it's a very complex question because there should be competition in any company. Because without competition, I don't think so.
That's true. That's why they're saying factors that increase creativity and factors that don't assist in creativity. Like, for example, factors that increase creativity: freedom from time constraints, freedom
Right.
from task constraints.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's a question of whether that will work or not, no? In a profit making organization. Okay. So coming back to what are we gonna focus on?
Well, I think what Norris said earlier about whether leadership should be present in like innovative organization, I think maybe it has something to do with whether an organization is profit making or like
Non-profit.
non-profit.
Yeah.
Because more, I mean, in profit making organization,
They have
there is a need for somebody to take responsibility and risk, you know, because there are big risks involved.
Yeah.
Well, in social, you know, there are certain responsibilities that non-profit organization have, but
So you're
It's not-
saying that it depends upon the organization.
Type of
So-
organization.
Me, I would still go for, even if you are a profit or non-profit,
You still need a
they're
leader?
still,
Just to guide.
because there would be really chaos if there's no leaders.
No, I read somewhere that in voluntary organizations, different people take turns to become leaders.
exactly,
That's
and that's
it.
exactly my experience.
But there is a leader still.
There still is,
yeah,
but
actually,
it's not
one person.
stagnant.
Okay.
leader.
It's
That-
not like-
that makes a difference.
It's not like me, the leader, but like we are in charge of certain things, and which we are responsible for,
Yeah.
and there's no leader exactly. This is the organization. That
No
I have
one
been-
leader.
No one leader.
Oh, but
no
there
one
are
leader.
there are leaders that are being tapped once in a while.
Leaders in terms of
Specific tasks.
persons in charge of specific tasks.
But there are still leaders there, present still.
Well, everybody, it's not just one person who takes into his or her own, the onus is not him or her to become, okay, I have to do the job of a leader, but everybody will take turns to be a leader. So everybody at the end of the day will be good leaders. Yeah, but you're right. At one point of time or another, there would be people, one or two people who are just the leaders. Yeah, I think it's this article. Have you all read this one? The Self and Shared Leadership in Knowledge work. That it says about R&D labs and I think non-profit organizations where leadership is shared. Yeah.
Yeah, Israel.
Actually, you are trying to say, I'm not getting you.
Okay.
You are trying to say leadership is important in profit-oriented organization, and it is not such important in volunteer organization.
No, I was just having this thinking that if we, you know, responding to Nora's question whether it's leadership
exactly.
needs to be present,
Yeah.
I think if there is a need for a leader, it will be more in the profit-making organization, you know, rather than in voluntary or you know, non-profit.
Yeah.
Because you know, I draw my own experience. I work voluntarily for an organization which has no leader whatsoever. So we are like, it consists of individuals who are responsible for one certain task.
Okay, I do have a volunteer work experience here in Australia. It's been 1 year. I was working in MS Office, and it was